I've spent a lot of time figuring out how to be more efficient with my Etsy workflow. I'll show you what I've learned and my method for generating 20 to 30 listings a day. If you want to increase your overall efficiency and make more money on your shop, try out these methods in this video because the results could turn your store into making 5 or even 6 figures. Now there are a lot of ways to make more listings, and generally it depends on what you're selling. I'm going to show you a method for physical products, but the idea could transfer to digital ones as well. It's worth noting that I found this method from Alex, so go check out his channel if you want to see more. We're going to use Figma to illustrate what to do. Just sign up for a free account if you haven't already, and then click on New Design File. I have this t-shirt template right here that I'll share in the description. We'll be using this while we design. Just drag it into our design in Figma. Then go up here and click the lock symbol. This makes it so that we won't accidentally move it around. Now quickly, I want to talk about this strategy for selling products on Etsy. If we check out Etsy and search for t-shirts, we can quickly see shirts as we scroll that are sayings or general templates that can be applied to many different areas. Like this shirt right here says, "Coffee gives me teacher powers." We can get a glimpse at how well the store is doing by seeing how many reviews this product has. With 30,000 plus reviews, you can see how this store is doing pretty well. Let's check their sales and see how much money they're actually making. We can see that they have about 200,000 sales and their average price is around $11 on the low end. This means they've made about $2.2 million. If we check when their first review was, it's on October 22nd, 2020, which was 840 days ago. This means they've made about $2,600 a day for the past 2.5 years, and about $800,000 every year. Now there's something about this shirt that has helped make this store an upwards of $2.2 million, and it might not be what you think. You see, what's great about this design is that the store could easily replace teacher with any profession and make a design out of it. This allows the store to make hundreds of listings with just a single template or design. By making a large quantity of the same design but tailored to a different subject, you're increasing your chances at getting one to sell really well. This is what we're going to do to make a bunch of listings all at once. I use this shirt as an example, but it's worth mentioning that we're not here to copy designs or even the words used in the designs. The last thing you want is to have a legal battle because you're selling something that's plagiarized. However, we can use elements of the designs that are doing well and incorporate them into what we want to sell. So now, let's go through Etsy and find best-selling designs. You can either reference these as you go or take screenshots of them and bring them into Figma to make it easier. Let's go back to Figma now and start designing our shirts. From here, we can use our t-shirt template and start making text for designs using various fonts, orientations, and colors. The idea here is to make a few different sayings using the same subject. I'll share a little later on how we can use a key feature in Figma to really boost our efficiency using this method. For now, let's create our sayings. I'm going to target nurses as a subject and use elements of the coffee t-shirt to design what I want. I'm not going to go in depth on how to use Figma in this video. You can check out the video card for a good explanation on working with designs in Figma. So once we make a few designs incorporating best-selling elements, we can get different variations by changing colors, justification, or adding different effects to the text. So now you can see we've made a bunch of designs all in a short amount of time. Each one of these can be a listing that we put up on Etsy. Each one of these could pop off and you never know which one it could be. This is why it's important to make a bunch of variations and a bunch of listings. But we're about to level up our workflow even more and introduce a key feature in Figma, which is the reason why we're using it for our designs. We're going to go up to this page section and hit the drop down and rename page 1 to templates. Then hit the plus symbol for a new page. Then go back to the templates page and copy our designs. Next, paste them into the new page. Now this is the important part of this method. We're going to hit Control or Command F on the keyboard to bring up the Find menu. Then click on this configuration option and click Replace. Now we're going to replace the word nurse with a different profession like lawyer. Click Replace All and immediately you'll see that nurse was replaced with lawyer, giving us double the amount of designs just by changing the profession. You can see how powerful this is to create hundreds of different designs all from a single design template. The key part is to make something generic that can be used across a lot of different subjects. We only spent the time to make these few initial designs, but we could could make a lot of pages out of this just by replacing the profession. If you're looking to really step up your shop, then you'll want as many listings as you can and as many designs as you can. So once we have all of these, we can take them into a print-on-demand service like Printify and create not only t-shirts and apparel, but all sorts of products like mugs or even phone cases. A quick tip for working with Printify is that you should export each design as an SVG and then resize it in the Printify design app so it's the highest quality it can be. The important takeaway here is that one design creates many listings and it's all done through Figma. So from here, you want to put your designs into mockups so that your product stands out and that it's not just a bland text image. This leads me to my second method to speed things up, and that's through automation. Now, I mentioned earlier that I would show you my method that I use to speed up my process for digital goods as well. These are items that I intend to only sell digital download links for. Generally, these are like poster designs, t-shirt designs, or any sort of graphic design that you can sell on the store. For non-digital products, we can design and format what we create into whatever dimensions the product calls for. For instance, when we were making our t-shirt designs, we were sizing the lettering to fit within the bounds of the t-shirt. But when you're making something like a download for a poster or picture, you want to give the buyer different sizes to choose from. This way, they can print to the size frame that they want. Instead of going into some editing software and doing things manually, there's a much faster way. What I'm about to share with you could change the way you design products for Etsy. The key to creating digital downloads faster is through automation. Creating automated Photoshop or Photopea scripts that can do multiple tasks quickly and without much effort is what we're looking for. When you hear scripts, don't worry. You don't have to be technically savvy to create one. In fact, all you need is to be able to describe what it is you want it to do. This is because we can use ChatGPT to create a script for us. ChatGPT is a machine learning AI that uses data points from the internet to train its model. This means it knows all about pretty much anything we want to ask it. You can create a free account and start using it right away. I'll post a link in the description. Now, say we want to crop an image into these default frame sizes. If we go to the site and ask to create a Photopea script that crops the active document into these sizes and then exports the image as a JPEG, as well as returns the history back to before the image was cropped, it will give us a script that we can use inside Photopea. So let's copy what it gives us and go over to Photopea. From here, let's drag an image into here. Remember, you can get public domain images from RawPixel or publicdomainpictures.net that we can use for free. Or you can create your own. For now, I'm just going to use this image that I have as an example. Now, if we go up to File, then Script, it will open up this box. This is where we can paste our script. Now, I recommend hitting Save and naming it something so you can use it for other designs. From here, hit Run and watch as it takes way less time to do the whole automated task than it would have been if you were to do it manually. This can save hours in the long run and make you more money because more listings. I showed you how to do this in Photopea, but you can also do the same thing for Photoshop or really any image editing software that has scripting capabilities. Photopea can be slow at times depending on the script that you're running though. So don't panic when the browser says the page isn't responding. It's actually just doing all the work it can from within a browser. When you use scripts in Photoshop, they don't lag much at all. Now sometimes the script may have some issues. When you encounter an issue, just tell ChatGPT what was wrong and it usually corrects the problem. However, since what we're doing here is pretty universally used, I've decided to give the script that I created away for free to you guys. Just check out the GitHub link in the description below. There should be some for Photoshop and Photopea. Also, suggest your own and we can keep building this repository with all the automated scripts we can. For even more automation, we could set up an automated uploader directly to Etsy, but I'll leave that for another video. Since I won't go into an automated way to upload directly to Etsy, let's talk about what you can do within their platform to speed things up. First, you'll want to create a template that you can reuse for each design that you create. You can do this by initially creating a new product, but saving it in the drafts. Then, when you're creating a new listing, just go to the drafts and then the product and click copy. This makes it easier to fill out your listings with fields that are already populated. This way, we can reuse things like tags and titles so that our listings contain all the SEO that we need. need. This saves a lot of time typing in the same things over and over again. So now, hopefully with all these methods that I've mentioned, it'll improve your workflow when you're creating products. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or DM me on Instagram. Give this video a like if you liked it and it was helpful, and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. If you're looking to invest in the stock market, check the Webull link in my description where you can get 12 free fractional shares valued up to $30,600. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.